Okay, ladies and gentlemen, boys, girls, all appropriate ages, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be. Hope you're staying safe and healthy. So, last night, or yesterday afternoon, depending on where you were, Prime Resurgence ended. And after 10 weeks, well, technically 8, and then 2 of just last chance grabs, it is over, and it was their first attempt, and from what they say, at a very ambitious unvaulting event that, after some bumps in the road, mainly people bitching about platinum, had ultimately turned out to be a very successful way for us to provide access to vaulted content and to make money. While the event did extremely well, it's time to review the details holistically now that it's over, to answer the question, what is the future of Prime Resurgence? So, what the fuck is this doing? To not disrupt player accessibility to vaulted content, a traditional Prime Vault will be returning in February. What time in February is to be determined. In traditional Prime Vault fashion, packs will be available through the in-game market and stores on consoles. The Vault relics will be added to the drop tables, more details on specifics to come. Now Varzia will remain here. I thought she was, spoiler, going to replace Teshin. But it looks like she's staying here in Maru's Bazaar. With a selection of wares, you may choose to purchase the items listed below from her shop with the remaining Aya or Regal Aya you have, and we'll get to those in a moment. And as for the items we're going to look at in a minute, all of the above were available during the rotations and were listed in our original items available after Prime Resurgence, with the exception of the Vault Prime, Nyx Prime and Valkyrie Prime relics, weapons and accessories. Since these Warframe relics are permanently unvaulted and obtainable via gameplay, it only made sense for the rest of their collection to remain available through Varzia. Prime Resurgence brought a lot of firsts for vaulted content, so we're continuing that trend with the inclusion of Prime accessories outside of the event and traditional Prime vaults. During this interim time, we will not be adding any new items to the shop. Since Aya and Regal Aya are no longer obtainable, there should be no item gatekeeping for players who do not have any stock left over. A hotfix went out yesterday to replace Aya with the Nyx Prime and Rhino Prime relics in the drop tables. Regal Aya packs will also be retired at the time that the event comes to a close. But for Nintendo Switch players, those packs will still be in the shop until January 27th due to a Nintendo Store rotation scheduling. If you choose, any remaining Aya/Regal Aya can be used in Varzia's post-event shop, or can be held onto for potential future Prime Vault efforts. And let's see if there's anything else to go over. Talking about how this whole Prime Resurgence was wholly experimental, give players an alternative to increase their access to Prime gear. And thank you for continuing to be an integral part of the development process and success of endeavours such as these. We'll check back in with you for tomorrow's hotfix. But I won't get into the hotfix because I haven't checked it myself. So, let's have a look at what she still has.
Might want to refine any relics.
So we'll go by appearance first.
For luck.
Vistapa, Spectaca, Sugatra, Prime Sigil, Sugatra, Avia Prime Sindana, and the Apis Sign. I only had 8 Aya left. I did not get the Apis Sindana this time around. Maybe on the next Prime Resurgence. As for weapons, you still got the Burston Prime, which is stat based, but total damage is only 36. Fang Prime, I highly recommend. Lex Prime, get 2 of these if you don't, and then farm the Aclex Prime Blueprint and Link, because that would be like wielding dual Desert Eagles. The Bratton Prime, another stat based rifle. Cindo Prime. Get all Viking up in there and get your big ass axe.
Valiant attempts.
Hoku Prime, I still personally think the Fusilier is the best of the throwing stars.
Bless them. They did the best they could with what they had.
DE, Fusilier Prime, please. Why didn't we get Fusilier Prime with Gara Prime? I have no clue. We got the Astilla and the Volnus. Venka Prime. Pretty solid. And Cernos Prime. One of several Cernoses. With pretty decent stats. But like everyone, I'll just say, oh, why is it impact based and not slash based? Because arrow has to hit first before it causes a slash.
The circling hawk. Enjoy your future.
I will. Thank you, Varzia. But yeah, that is all for the aftermath of the Prime Resurgence. And I shall see you all later.